It's the Line 6 Pod Go. I'm here to show you how to easily make 4 giggable presets, and we're going to do that together today, right here on GearGasms. Change the stereo. Hi everybody, welcome to GearGasms. I'm your host, Alan Barnes. Today, we're going to go through the Line 6 Pod Go. I got this a few weeks ago, and we went through just some of the presets and some of the basics out of the box. Now that I've learned a little bit about it, I'm going to show you how you can really quickly make 4 usable presets that you could probably take to any gig or any jam. And we're going to do that in just a few minutes. But first, if you're new to the channel, I'd like to ask you to like and subscribe. This channel is kind of like Victoria's Secret. Lots of pink, low quality product, and white trash. Celebrating mediocrity. So while there is a learning curve with the Pod Go, certainly, it's actually fairly easy to get up and running pretty quickly as far as just basic navigation. Now there's a whole lot of in-depth stuff that you can do once you're in here. We're not going to be going in depth. We're going to be going quick. We're going to be going quickly because I want you to understand just how quickly you can take very little knowledge like what's up in my head, and you can take a brand new product that you're not used to and you can make 4 wonderfully giggable presets. Let's get right into it. Alrighty, I have my trusty Charvel straight into the Pod Go. Straight into the DAW. Simple, simple. The DK24HH because it does single coil and humbuckies. We just went to a blank preset. Now I'm not going to show you exactly how to get to a blank preset because this video would be hours and hours. So don't get frustrated if there's some basic newbie steps that I skip. This ain't special ed. This is a YouTube demo. You come in here and you got a new preset. And it just gives you the blank. And you're like, okay. Looks like I've got a parametric EQ and just an effects loop. Where's my amp? How do I get to it? There we go. You hit the view button. See that? Then you hit this button. Now you can see a list. Now it's just a list. It's not a graphic representation. So you have to do a little bit of guessing. So when I'm picking a clean, let's just go simple, jazz chorus. To select it, you hit this button again. Now we have the jazz chorus. And let's just say you want to change the EQ, a little more bass. Now, if you see these 5 knobs here and the little screen above them, if there's more than 5 parameters, you can hit the page button and you'll get the last several. Some of these have lots and lots of parameters. You hit that button lots and lots of times. So one thing that's super important about these amps, once you get all your presets set up, is equalizing the volume. Sometimes you want the volume to be different between presets. A lot of times you don't. I tend to go in here and sort of max the channel volume a little bit just to make sure. Okay, so now we got an amp, and we're all right, we got a jazz chorus. So we'll go back, and now the fun begins. All right, so there's nothing there. It's a jazz chorus, right? Well, what's one of the things we want on a clean jazz chorus tone? You better believe it is chorus. So we just hit this button right here to bring that menu up, and then we can use this top knob to go different places. So one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a compressor in here. And while you're on the compressor, this is, again, how you go through your different ones. See how I can hit that pretty hard with the compressor? Notice how it didn't really seem to change the sound at all. That's a compressor. That's why people don't dig compressors. So we got a compressor in the chain. Are we happy with that? You know we are. Let's find something else to put in here. Now it's clean tone, so I don't think I'm going to add a dirt box to it. You scroll with this one between the pedals types, and then on this one you scroll between the pedal models. We are in mod. I want a chorus. Oh. So of course right away it's like, oh, that's chorus. Oh, just too much so, isn't it? We need to slow that rate down a little bit. See how intuitive that is? And again, If you get frustrated when I'm going through some of these pedal models or anything in here and I'm not going in depth enough, that's because this ain't in depth. You could pull that mix back a little bit. So now you got chorus. Here's what's cool. You don't have to have it on all the time. Let's go back to this other view now, and you can see that it's starting to show us what we've got in here. We've got a 70s chorus and we got a red squeeze on our clean. And you can turn it on and off. So what we're gonna do here,
I do not care.
we got to just give it a little bit of reverb. So then we just hit enter, and now we got some reverb. Aha, we need more mix. Oh, that's too much.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
So now we done. Okay, now that we have our preset, I want to introduce you to a very important concept that I learned the hard way. We got all our stuff in here, but we got it all turned off. You can save the preset right now, and it's going to save it as it is right now with everything turned off. Now, if you want this preset to come in always, like say, let's like, dude, I'm always going to want the comp, and I'm always going to want a little verb. Hit them two buttons, then you save it. Let's see if we can save it. Let's see if I can remember how to save it. I think we hit this. I forget how to save. Better figure that out, huh? Oh no, dog. Now we just learned a very important lesson. If you ain't saved it, and you switch to any other preset, all that stuff you just did is gone. It's gone. So while I was futzing around trying to remember how to save a preset and then perhaps name it, oh goodness gracious, I come back to the 3A new preset and it is empty.
Loser!
So I'm gonna go back off camera, get it back the way it was. I'll save it, we'll move on to the next one. And by the time we do the next one, I'll know how to save it. Okay, I did figure out how to save it. You just hit the home button and the action button at the same time to save it. See? Now we need a crunch, right? So we're gonna go in here, change the view, hit this guy so we get the list. And I think, what should we use? AC30? Let's do the Brit J45 normal. So let's select that and see what we get. So let's just say we like that. But maybe it's too crunchy. All right, so we kind of like that. Let's give it a little more. Let's turn the master up a little bit more. That channel volume. All right, so we got our amp. We don't want to put anything in front. Let's do it. Let's put a dirt pedal. I know you want a dirt pedal. I think for a crunch tone, we probably don't need to add anything. See how you can sort of audition that? You can cycle through them. So we'll select the kinky boost. I'm going to take the drive back. So see, so now you have that. So I like that. That's a good one. We're going to keep it. You got to be careful with those knobs.
That's what she said.
Now, unfortunately, you see that guy there? That is dedicated to the EQ of some sort. You can't just say, hey man, I don't want an EQ. I want 3 things in the loop. You ain't going to get it.
That sounds crazy!
So we'll skip past that bitch.
It's Brittany, bitch.
Bastards. And we're going to add a little bit of reverb. And we want it to be double tank. Probably that. All right, so we got some reverb. That's all we need for our crunch. We're not going to put any delay on it. Now, let's put a mod on it. For a crunch tone, I'm a sort of a phase guy. I like that. So that's where we're going to leave it. As you can see what we've got on this guy, we didn't futz with the parametric. We got just a kinky clean boost. We got the double tank verb, and you can see with the orange there, it's off, and the phase mod. Now, I'm gonna save this preset, and again, I want the reverb to always be on. When I come to it, I wanna hear. So I'm gonna save it that way. Remember our friends, the view and the action button, the home and the action button, we hit those together, pow. Now, we can change the characters if we want with this knob, and you can name them, but for right now, I'm just gonna save it. So now we got our first preset. Now notice what happened. Oops, I saved it with the chorus on. We don't always want the chorus on, so we're just gonna save it again. So then our new other preset, see it comes in with the reverb. So there we got our 2 presets. Let's go to the next one. Oh, we don't got nothing. So boom, how fast can we make this preset? Let's find out. Now we want something a little hotter. Our old friend, the Plexi Jump. All right, out of the box, I'm happy with that. So we might want some reverb, so let's do that. So now we got some reverb. That was so easy. Listen how killer that sounds with nothing. When have we ever had a sound like that we didn't want to put something on the front? And by something, you know what I mean. Distortion. Let's be super, super boring. Take it off. Not gonna change a thing, we're saving that. Alrighty, what else we need? Maybe we would play lead on that, a lead or 2 on this tone. So when we do, what do we need, kids? Little bit delay, come on, give it to me. I'm picking simple delay just because it's simple. We're gonna take that time back a lot. I like it. We'll go back to this view here. We got everything we need, right? We got, oh, we don't have a mod. What kind of mod will we like on this? We are gonna put on this one, I think it might be cool to also have a little bit of, we'll do chorus again. So we're back to this, right? Here's our bass tone again. Oh, I think we're gonna probably want this to also come on with the. So that's how I'll save it. Them 2 again. So you got your clean. We could add chorus. You got your dirty. So that's a good one. So when we go over to this here preset. Now, something I obviously did not do. What happened? Mix time. Aha. Somehow it didn't save that, did it? You bastard. I knew that was too much. So now we got 3, right? We got clean, we got crunch, and we got higher gain. All right, so we got them 3. Boom. New preset again. Gonna change that view. You all know where I'm going, don't you? There it is, the Mark IV lead. Give it to me. Let's just see how it sounds with nothing. Naked. I like that right off the bat. What we're gonna do next is this. Save often. We're gonna put us a damn distortion box in there. And for this, let's get something, yeah. OCD. I'm putting the OCD in front of a Mesa Mark IV. What? Let's see what we got. Just notice with the OCD, you can actually change the version. How sick is that? So that's gonna be our distortion. We're gonna save it again. One quick trick. You need a noise gate. There's one right there. So that's nice. You can put a gate. They do have gate pedals too, but you can put a gate right up front. Reverb, I don't know. No, we're gonna just do delay. They got so many. This is what I need. All right, just digital. Oh, I love that. We're saving it. All right, so now we got a stomp and a delay. So again, basic tone. So one last thing we're gonna do with this, I think it needs some mod. I think for this one it would be fun if we had some flange. No, I don't want a harmonic flange. I just want a flanger. It's just regular. There we go. Now this one I'm saving just as is. I don't want it to come in with anything on it. So you can add that. Or again, you need a little more oomph. That's where I want it. Let's go back to that view. Oh, dude, what happened? Now, what I just did there, and I'm gonna leave this in. I somehow was futzing around with the numbers, and I got my high gain preset, my Cali 4 lead that I wanted to be on bank 4. I saved it to bank 3. Now, let's save it again. So now we got our new 4 preset is back, but we jacked up the third one. We can go back and fix it. You saw how easy that was, but that basically shows you how you can get 4 jammable, giggable presets really quickly with some on-off stomp options in each preset. So you can pretty much take this thing out of the box, spend a half hour learning how to navigate, spend maybe another hour cooking up these presets, take it to a gig. Well, what did we learn today? We learned to make 4 Line 6 Podgo presets pretty damn quickly. And finally, we learned save that shit. Save it over and over again. Every time you make a change, save. Save, save, save. Because, oh my God, it's so easy to go back with the scroll knob to a different preset, and in the minute you do, all your shit is gone. As always, I'd like to thank you for the time that you spend with the channel. Please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Tell some of your ratty ass, government cheese-eating, Section 8, ghetto, unctuous, stinky, money-owing friends about GearGasms. You know they're going to fit right in here perfectly. Look at these dipshits. I'll just roll them through. They've all bought GearGasms merch. Are you trying to tell me they're smarter than you are? Whatever you do in the next 7 days, don't tell J-Lo about it. The girl's like a human pinball. She's bouncing off bumpers she's bounced off of before. You don't know where that girl's gonna go.
Sexy time.
But play more guitar. Watch less of this. Keep coming back here week after week for more GearGasms.